Harry, this is Larry Potato. This is what if Naruto had the ability of the Salt King or the King of Salt, whichever you like to call it. So, let me begin on a recap. So, Naruto, of course, is now 18 years old. He did train for 6 years. He also has the mode, well, both, what's it called? The Salt King mode, perfected, and also KCM perfected. He can actually fuse both of them together to make a salty cloak. I don't know what to call it. But still, yes. You know what? Screw it. The salty cloak. Because it makes you very salty. Let me say this. And emotional and physically salty. So you're basically very angry at the same time, very, well, I mean, you turn into salt. The salty cloak, yes. The I'm sorry, I got a little distracted, but yeah, um, that's what it's called, and that salty cloak is Naruto's like cloak. Instead of being like this golden color, it's white. Of course, he still has the dark wings from like the back, and his eyes are still golden. And now he can create any salt weapon and also uses salt on his hands. When he touches someone, he can actually turn them into a salt statue. It's similar to Decay from My Hero Academia from Shigaraki Tamura. But he can either make the salt increase in speed or like decrease in like speed. So yeah. Also increases power and all that. Yeah, but you get the point. So yeah. Naruto has actually defeated the Stone Village by turning it into all stone. Of course, the One Tails was also captured by the Akatsuki, and Naruto doesn't really care about the Jinchurikis. Now, this is where we go into Naruto going straight towards the Cloud Village. When Naruto gets to the Cloud Village, the first thing he noticed is there's a bunch of guards already outside the wall. The guards are right now preparing just in case any Akatsuki kind of go after the Jinchuriki or anything. Because they did get message about the Jinchurikis being captured. Like the One Tails and also Two Tails was also captured. So yeah, they're just protecting outside. And Naruto is just walking towards the gate and all that. A bunch of Cloud ninjas says, "Halt your state." Or, not halt your state, what am I talking about? Halt there. State why you're here. Naruto says, "You think I should stay here? What are you, a god? You ain't no god. Now die." Naruto around him made multiple snow arrows. No, what am I talking about? Snow? No, not snow arrows. Salt arrows, and just shot them at the guards, turning them all into stone. Well, piercing them and turning them into stone later. Naruto walks through them very easily. A bunch of Cloud ninjas like felt the chakra and all that. Of course, a bunch of them rushed towards the gate. Civilians were running away from Naruto. And Naruto, when he was getting through, Naruto just said, "You all dare think you can defeat me?" Now, Naruto isn't in his salty mode. He is right now, how should I say? He's right now just in basic form. Like, he isn't in his Salt King or isn't KCM. But when Naruto was walking all that, people still felt sort of the chakra and all that. That some of the people in the gate kind of died, and so that's why their chakra disappeared. So many ninjas start rushing over, seeing what the hell happened. Oh, fuck, sorry. I'm sorry. Shit. Let me get out of this. Let me get before into the what if. You know when there's ever a bug and all that, and you're like trying to like swash it away, and you really can't. Yeah, that was me. But luckily, I got one shot onto the bug or whatever, and I smacked it, and I have no clue where the fuck it is at. don't even know what kind of bug was that. It looked like a fucking bee. I was like, oh shit, bee. Also, that's one of my worst fears, a fucking bee. I don't like bees. Straight up, if there's a bee ever anywhere, I'm gonna swat that shit away. I'm gonna try to like whack it away. Now back to the what if. So Naruto is just saying, you weakling fools dare to try to stop me? None of you can. Keep shooting more salt arrows at people. Now, if you want to know how it kind of looks like, it looks like this. Okay, I don't know how to explain more, but it's like this. You know when, okay, never mind. So yeah, Naruto is just summoning multiple salt, like, he's making salt, like, arrows around him. Like, he can control some of the, well, when he, like, okay, there's always a salty barrier around Naruto. That's just in case, like, people try to attack him and all that, ambushing him. And that's why he always releases a lot of salt around him, because he's basically the salt king. Even though it won't affect him that much, it won't like dry him up and all that, because he's made of salt half the time. And so this all around, there's always salt around him and all that. That he can actually create salt arrows or like spears or anything around. When it kind of looks like nothing at first, like he looks like he's just creating fucking salt out of thin air. But really, if you look very closely onto Naruto around him, you can actually see a bunch of particles of salt just floating around. That's how Naruto is creating his like salt arrows. And when it does hit people, the salt arrows actually creates more salt when people get hit, because the salt is sort of like a virus. Think of decay. When Shigaraki decays anything, like person, anything, it does take a slow while whenever he wants painful and all that. Naruto can do that with his salt abilities. Since there's not many, how should I say? There's not really a, how should I say, an explainment on how the Salt King actually works. And this is why I have to make fucking stuff up, because that, and I haven't actually read the newest thing, so yeah, my fault. But yeah, this is where I'm kind of making up things of salt abilities and all that. But yeah. Now, Naruto's really just shooting a bunch of, like, arrows at a bunch of cloud engines. A bunch of cloud engines are managing to bunker down near, like, trees, sort of like houses and all that. And also, like, trying to take cover with their own, like, people that already turned to salt. Now, of course, even though the salt can affect anything, I mean, like, it does affect anything. It's similar to Shigaraki's ability to decay. So, it affects non-organic themes and organized themes. So, yeah, it does affect those things. And also does affect the ground, anything. It can turn to salt, but Naruto doesn't want to turn the ground to salt. That's only if he actually wants to make a fucking place turn into salt fully. Now, multiple cloud ninjas keep trying to attack him with shurikens. Of course, those shurikens, when they get close to Naruto, okay, this is how much Naruto produces salt. It's about a sort of 10 feet around Naruto. 10 feet around Naruto, everywhere. It's like a dome and all that, even underneath Naruto. When the shurikens get close to that, like, sort of 10 feet mark, it kind of starts turning into salt. The kunai for shuriken or whatever. Even an explosion tag does turn into salt. So Naruto can actually manipulate those salt weapons back to the original owners. So yeah, multiple ninjas are dying that way. The Raikage heard of this and of course comes out with bringing some of his, like, tuning ninjas like Samuid. Of course, Yagato was captured. Onin, something with the white hair, black hair, and I think her name was not Kurtasuki. Carrie? I can't remember. Still red hair with dark skin. Of course, they come out, and of course, the Raikage says, "What is the meaning of this, intruder?" Naruto says, "Intruder, you're the intruder of this world," and just making up random more bullshit and all that. But not bullshit, just like he says, "Intruder, huh? You're the virus of this world. I shall dispose of you." Yeah, I fucked up that word. Dispose of you all into turning you to salt. Now, Naruto does this when he clenches his fist in the air and just like, yeah. Now, of course, Raikage charges at him with like what's called his like cloak, his like lightning cloak. Tries to hit Naruto, but of course, before he can actually hit Naruto, you know that 10 feet mark? Yes. When of course it does look like nothing in front of Naruto, but when he was actually getting close, the what's it called when he was getting close, a full-on what's it called salty shield appeared right in front of A, and when A punches it, it does do a little crack, but of course it does hurt A more. So A jumps back and he says, "What the fuck?" Naruto says, "Oh, you didn't notice that? Ah, you're a dumbass then." A says, "You think I'm a dumbass, huh? Fine, you shall die. Now, prepare to be defeated by the fastest man alive." And Naruto says, "Fastest man? I thought that was the fourth Hokage." And they, "What did you say to me, little shit?" And Naruto says, "Well, the fourth Hokage was the fastest, right? You ain't the fastest, you're like the second fastest, if I can get that correct." Of course, A rushes at Naruto now and tries to kick him. Of course, another salt, how should I say, barrier comes and blocks the attack. Of course, A kind of notices that he's still far away from Naruto. So what A does is like go very far and rush back, making his speed increase with like his power increase also. So Naruto notices and he makes a salt barrier. So of course the other salt barriers, there were like sort of, how should I say, there were 5 centimeters sort of like thick, and Naruto's now making a 10 centimeters like thicker, and of course it's on for them. Now when A does punch the barrier, he breaks the 5, the 10, the 5, the 10, 15, 20. And when he was about to hit Naruto, Naruto just makes about 100 centimeter thick. Just a block punch, just blocking his punch. Now A is right now in the area of what's called Naruto releasing salt. So Naruto, he says, "Interesting. You dare try to punch me in the face? What a ruthless barbaric you are." Naruto goes into the salty cloak mode. And the A was like, "What the? That wasn't even your full power?" Naruto says, "Of course not. I am always a sulking. I'd never go full power on some weaklings like you." Now Naruto sees everyone as below him. That is if you're another trumpet user, he sees you sort of equally, but not much. Now, and when A tries to go punch Naruto again with like his like left arm, cause he did it with his right arm, and when he tried to punch Naruto with his left arm, Naruto made another salty block. This time being a lot bigger and stronger. So when A punches it, his left arm like bones and all that shatter. Of course, with A right arm, it's sort of good. It's not shatter enough, but of course A is legit in the dome around the salty and all that. So Naruto is right now drying up A, because A, even though Naruto can turn him into salt, he's gonna slowly try to kill him from the inside, like drying up all the moisture inside A. Now A doesn't know this, but when he jumps back, he sort of feels weaker. He doesn't know why. And of course, he thinks that that's just because he's low on chakra. Not at all. That's because of the salt he inhaled from well, from what's called when he was like in Naruto's domain. So of course he's getting like drying up like slowly. Of course Naruto can increase the speed on that. Right now he's just thinking I should defeat them all. We're just we're just playing with him. So of course the 4 tails, the 5 tails are already captured and all that. And then I mention that later and all that. The 6 tails, 7 tails, 8 tails, and even Naruto are not captured. They're still good. I should also mention the 3 tails is still in the whole wave arc. So I mean, not wave arc. What am I talking about? The what's it called? Miss. And so he did get defeated. And of course the Jinchuriki, or not the Jinchuriki, the tail beast is already free and all that, just swimming around. Of course gets captured by Deidara. Well, not Deidara. Yeah, Deidara and how should I say, Obito. Because of course Sasori still died in original canon. So yeah. Now, with I just mentioned. So of course a bunch of things happened in original canon for like the Leaf Village. That with Sasuke being the replacement of Naruto. Now, back to Naruto. Naruto is right now fighting against the Cloud Ninjas and easily defeating them all. Samui tries to attack him, and of course, when she tries to like stab him, a salt barrier like appears right in front of Naruto, stopping the what's it called, little sword thing that Samui had. Now, there's nothing else they can do, and well, they all just say, wait, we still have the 8 tails. And A says, damn it, I don't even know if he's Akatsuki's ready for the taking of the Jinchuriki. And then Naruto says, Akatsuki's? A says, what the fuck you mean you're... What the... They all heard that because Naruto's pretty close to them. And Naruto's confused who the hell the Akatsuki's are. And A goes, what the fuck you mean you don't know about the Akatsuki's? Aren't you one of them? Naruto says, no, not really. How did they look like? A says, well, they have a black cloak with red clouds. They are a bunch of S-rank ninjas. Well, rogue ninjas. Wait a minute. You don't even have a cloak. Or red clouds in that fact. And you don't look any like the members that were in there. Are you saying you're just a rogue ninjas attacking the, what's called Cloud Village? Naruto says, yes. Also, what do you mean the Akatsuki are after the Jinchurikis? And A said, yeah. They already captured by like, the last thing I heard of them capturing like the 3 tails. And Naruto says, yeah, I have no clue. I'm just here to destroy your village so I can continue peace. By destroying all 5 great nations and also the smaller nations, I can create peace. And A said, are you a different organization than the Akatsukis? Naruto said, yeah. Blah. Naruto said, yeah. And A said, are you fucking serious? Okay. Which village were you from originally? And Naruto says the Leaf Village, but they banished me for being a freaking 9-tailed Jinchuriki. A said, hold up. Are you saying the freaking Leaf Village was weakened because they banished the Jinchuriki, or should I say banished the Jinchuriki out of the village? And you're this powerful. Are they fucking stupid? A said. Naruto says, I mean, a lot. They are pretty much retarded, but yeah. Okay, since I have a little problem around my house, like there's some moths and all that, and I'm trying to fucking murder them. That's why I kind of said, oh shit, because there was like 2 of them. And yeah, I only killed one of them. Another one is in my fucking light, and I can't fucking murder it. So yeah, let me go back to the water. Sorry about that. So Naruto is saying, yeah, I'm not from the Akatsukis. A is like, are you? So the Leaf Village is retarded. They banish you for what? For doing a mission? Okay. Jesus fucking Christ, and why are you attacking our village? Naruto said, well, you're the closest one from the Stone Village. Cloud said, wait, well, not Cloud. A said, wait, what do you mean, Stone Village? I destroyed the Stone Village. I turned it all into salt. A was like, hold up. The Stone Village was the third strongest from us being the second strongest. And of course, the village being the first strongest. Did you destroy the Sand Village? Or the Mist Village? No, not really. I went to the Stone Village since that's where, my father unfinished the business. And, A said, wait, your father? With the yellow flash? Yeah. But he's a bastard for sealing a fucking Chinchuriki inside me. Or not Chinchuriki, a tail beaks inside me. Wouldn't you be respected in Konoha? No, they fucking hated me. They beat the crap out of me every day and night. They fucking said, nah, fuck the whole Fort Hokage policy or whatever bullshit they wanted to do. A say, that's fucked up, kid. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about this, I'd rather spare your village. At least your village is sort of understanding. And A was like, wait, what about your fucking ninjas? I'm sparing your village. Fuck off. Naruto fucking leaves. Like, Naruto just says, fuck it, you want... The Cloud Village can fucking wait. At least they understand my pain. Or they can sort of understand. So, of course, everyone in the Cloud Village were confused. Until Naruto bumps into two Akatsuki members when he was actually leaving the Cloud Village. The two Akatsuki members are what's called Kisame and Itachi. So, of course, Naruto kind of walks past him. Of course, Naruto is not in his, like, salty mode right now. So, yeah. Sorry, I murdered another thing or something. Fucker. Die. Yeah, I had to murder something else that was right next to me. Man, there's tons of fucking tiny bugs around here in my house. Fuck's sakes. Sorry about that. So, yeah, Naruto. Wait. So when Naruto kind of comes across the the two Akatsuki members, Kisame and Itachi, Itachi says, who are you? Naruto? He sort of doesn't look really like Naruto in the original canon. His whisker marks aren't really there. He kind of looks like a little bit like, how do I say, Yuki? Yui. No. Yeah. No. Yui. Yeah, Yui. So, of course, Naruto just says, oh, my name is Naruto Uzumaki. Kisame and Itachi look at each other and says, Kisame says, isn't that the Naito Todoroki? And Itachi said, yeah, of course, they're right in front of Naruto. 10 feet right in the marker. And Naruto says, Akatsuki members, black cloaks with red clouds trying to get your Jinchurikis. They're idiots for being in my domain. Now, of course, Kisame starts to rush at Naruto. Naruto makes a salt block, blocking Samehada. Now, Kisame was shocked. He was like, what the? And Naruto says, that's not the only thing I can do. Also, you two are idiots. Kisame and Itachi says, ... What? What did he just say? Kisame's pretty mad and Itachi's confused, like, what? Naruto says, well, I really wouldn't like to tell you this, but if I manage to destroy the Stone Village, one-shotting it, how the fuck are you two gonna do anything better? And Kisame Itachi, both Kisame, Kazami looks back at Itachi and says, "Is that what this is? This kind of salt block thing, whatever it is, kind of looks like what Kakuzu and Hidan kind of explained about the Stone Village." And yes, Kakuzu and Hidan tried to go to the Stone Village, looked around multiple times, and realized they were standing on it. They fucking looked in the map, looked on the fucking compass, and then asked people about the Stone Village. Of course, they all said this. And of course, Hiran and Kakuzu were just fucking saying, "What the fuck are we looking at?" So what they were looking at was a salty ruin. Yes, Naruto fucking fucked up the village. Everything's salt. So that's why they were fucking confused. But then they went at the 4 tails and 5 tails. But yeah. And Itachi says, Naruto, is that really you? And also, why the fuck are you walking away from the Cloud Village? And also, why did you destroy the Stone Village? Naruto says, "I destroyed the Stone Village to show that humans are nothing but just parasites. I am out of the village because the Leaf Village decided to banish me. I'm going to destroy Konoha, turn that shit into salt, and make sure it's 10 feet underground. Not 10 feet underground. Make everyone 10 feet underground." Kizami says, I mean, I like this kid. He fucking loves killing people by turning them to salt. Also, why the fuck did he call me an idiot? Oh, I forgot to mention. I usually release a lot of salt around me, being 10 feet. And you two dumbasses are right in the fucking point of being 10 feet. And Itachi says, "You release salt." Yes. And then Naruto says, "I release salt." What does salt does to your body, Itachi? You're the smart one, aren't you? Itachi realized that salt drains all the moisture that's inside her body. And both Itachi, and Kizami just inhale a lot of air that was containing a lot of salt. So they're fucked. And Kizami is trying to realize, first of all, salt. Oh. Now, of course, I forgot if like sharks were salt creatures or were they what's it called? Were they salt creatures or were they something else? I can't remember. I'm not that great with freaking animals, okay? And Kizami being sort of made of water and all that, tries to actually say, whatever, water shot, water bullet. Nothing happened. Pretty much the water didn't actually shoot at Naruto because it dried up. All the sort of salt that's inside both Kizami and Itachi are right now taking effect. So all the water juices that Kizami knows, yeah, he ain't gonna do shit. Now Itachi is slowly like drying up. Like you can see his hands sort of like drying up. And Itachi says, "Kizami, we gotta leave." And before they try to run out of the 10 marker, yeah, right in the 10 marker and all that, Naruto creates a salt dome around them. Well, around him. So, of course, Itachi and Kizami cannot leave. Kizami was like, tries to pull up Semihara, but Semihara was actually being drained. Even though the salt does drain up your moisture and all that, Naruto can actually put chakra around the salt to actually drain whatever's inside the salt domain. So of course he's draining Semihara. Semihara supposed to drain people. Nah, Naruto's draining it. So of course Semihara is actually slowly turning into, well, salt. Turning into salt and being drained of all the chakra that Semihara had. So yeah, and it's a lot of chakra. Naruto's pool of chakra is increased by tons, by like lots than the original canon. Like it's just being, his chakra is right now as powerful as what's called the Jubi. Well, I mean his power with the salty mode cloak is as powerful as the Jubi. Now it's beyond the Jubi. Naruto says, so, you two are gonna die slowly. Itachi's older, well, I mean, Sasuke's older brother, Itachi Uchiha. So Itachi tries to put him in Tsukiyomi. When he tries to activate the Sharingan, he actually can't because the chakra, well, I mean, the salt that's draining out the chakra and all that, is draining out both Samihara, Ikisami, and Itachi by killing them with salt. So, of course, even though Itachi tried to put chakra into his eyes, he can't. He can't put in any chakra into his eyes because he's running out of chakra in an instant. Kisame tries to punch the salt like barrier, but of course he can't. He's slowly dying, like he can see his fucking bones so fucking dry, like he's so dry. And also he saw his hand turning white. So Kisame Itachi says, "You fucking bad." So even though the cloaks were sort of unaffected, Naruto didn't want to fuck up the cloaks. Both Itachi and Kisame just fall down and their whole body just turns to salt. Now, Naruto walks away. So, he's walking towards the Leaf Village. Of course, Kasami and Itachi could not really stop him or, like, even take him out. Because they fucked up in the, basically in the range of fucking Naruto's salt. Naruto's now walking towards, well, wherever the Leaf Village is at. He's actually having to look on the map. He's like, son of a bitch, where the Leaf Village at? But no. Before he actually goes to the Leaf Village, he forgets where it is. He's like, fuck where it is at. So he goes back towards the, what's it called? Well, the Cloud Village. He asks for a map. Raikage is saying, why do you need a map? I need to find the Leaf Village. And A just smacks himself. With the others being just smacking themselves in the forehead, like, the fuck you mean? You're this powerful. We even saw you defeat two S-rank ninjas being Kisame and Itachi Uchiha. And you need a fucking map and directions? Naruto said, hey. Yes. And A says, oh my fucking days, fine, I'll call a ninja. And of course, a ninja comes, brings a map, gives it to Naruto and compass, and just says, here you go, don't kill me. Naruto says, I'm not gonna kill you, even though I turned half your ninjas to salt. At least I stopped some S-rank ninjas before this, well, capturing your brother. And A says, fine, that's an equal trade, I guess. So yeah, Naruto just says, well, bye. Naruto just walks towards where the Leaf Village will be on the map. Now, Naruto's just walking out. Now he's just trying to find where the fucking Leaf Village is at on the map. He's not very good at finding maps. So, Naruto is just, So it'll be over here, there, and over there. Now, I should mention one thing, but Naruto isn't wearing the normal orange jumpsuit. I should have forgot to mention that. But Naruto is basically wearing a black, how should I say? Me. Now, Naruto is sort of wearing like this, the drip that, what's it called? The main character usually wears. Now, of course, he doesn't have the white gloves and all that. He doesn't need that much. But instead of being like black and green, it's sort of like white and has like the golden buttons. That's just because he likes white a lot. So yeah. And instead of wearing like, well, pants and shoes, he sort of does wear sandals. And of course, black pants. Well, not black pants, white pants. He does stick out like a fucking sore thumb, but instead of wearing that orange and all that. So yeah, Naruto is just walking around. And of course, there's some ninjas around him. Well, kind of not ninjas, but before Naruto is walking away, he actually noticed both, what's it called, Black Zetsu and White Zetsu. Wait, no. I think I remember making Black and White Zetsu turn into salt. So yeah, Naruto's not having a problem with black and white Setsu since he actually turned into salt before and all that. But Naruto is walking towards, well, the Leaf Village. Before he gets there, he noticed. So who he noticed before going towards what's it called? The Leaf Village is Kakuzu and Hidan. Now Kakuzu and Hidan are right now fighting sort of against what's it called? Well, they are right now fighting against Asuma and of course Shikamaru and all that. Now Naruto walks there and sees Hidan just about to kill Asuma and all that. Until Naruto's like right behind, well, Hidan and says, "Hello there, buddy." Hidan turns around and says, "Who the fuck are you?" Naruto says, "Well, that's very rude of you to say. I'm just saying hello." Hidan's like, "You kinda look familiar." "Oh, that's because I'm the Nine-Tailed Jerky." Hidan. He drops his rod and says, "Why the fuck you told me that? You aren't, isn't ninja supposed to not tell the fucking well, information to anyone?" Well, Naruto says, "Yeah, but you're turning into salt, so what is the problem?" Hidan is slowly looks down his feet, and he just sees like white, and Hidan's confused. "What do you mean, salt?" He looks at his hands. There's salt now. Hidan can barely move his hands or feet. He's right in front of Naruto, so there's no way to actually stop the salt. Well, if you're right in front of Naruto, like right in front of him, like sort of close to him or anything, still having a little bit of space, the salt sort of there around him is put out more than the outside. So at marked 5 feet or 4 feet, the salt there is, of course, there's tons more there than being at like 5 to 10 feet. So yeah, of course, Hidan is like going down pretty fast. Like he's turning to salt so fast. He's like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, he turned into salt fully. Naruto, push. Yeah, cracked into a million pieces. Now, Naruto is now walking towards Kakuzu. And Kakuzu. And Kakuzu says, "What the? How the hell did you do that?" Naruto says, "You don't need to know." Kakuzu says, "Fuck you then," tries to kick Naruto. Naruto blocked it with a salt block, like, sort of to the left of him. He just saw the kick. And then Kakuzu was confused, like, "What the fuck?" So, even though Kakuzu kicks it, yeah, Naruto easily blocks it. Shikamaru, Asuma, and the other two ninjas were confused seeing Naruto. Naruto says, "Wow, what an interesting kick for being something below me, you weakling creature." And Kakuzu says, "You think I'm below you? Ha, kid, I'm immortal. You can't really stop me." Naruto sent 5 salt arrows because he noticed the 5 hearts. Stabs Kakuzu in 5 different places. And Kakuzu went, What the hell? No, you couldn't know, did you?" Naruto says, "I noticed the different chakra natures kinda inside your body. So I noticed those are probably your hearts." And Kakuzu, I can't, dies. Even though he had his 5 hearts pierced by salt arrows and could have turned into salt, yeah, he dies in an instant. So yeah, he slowly also turned into salt. So even though the salt bodies of the Akatsuki, like Orochimaru, what's called Plexus and all that, they can't be reanimation, as you mentioned. So yeah, if you're asking, maybe the Akatsuki gonna reanimation, they can't. Now, Naruto just looks at Shikamaru, Asuma, and the others, and says, "Hello there, Shikamaru." And Shikamaru says, "Naruto, you're to be the only one to have the 9 Toshin Turkey. Why are you here?" Naruto says, well, I'm here to destroy the Leaf Village. What do you think I'm here else for? Fucking helping you and stopping the Akatsuki? Yeah, right. I'd rather see the Akatsuki burn the Leaf Village to the ground. So, of course, Shikamaru tries to, like, use shadow possession. Until when it kind of gets close to Naruto at the 10 marker, it sort of turns to white. It can't get any closer to Naruto. The problem is the salt is actually affecting the jutsu also. It's turning to salt. So Shikamaru returns the shadow position back to himself and says, damn it, how are you doing that? Naruto says, oh, I found an ability so powerful that I can actually fucking destroy the Akatsuki's members, even Orochimaru. Am I strong? How should I say? I'm as strong as the 10 tails. And Shikamaru says, 10 tails? What the hell do you mean? There's only 9 tails. Tail beasts. Naruto says, no. Shikamaru, I thought you were the smart one. The 9 tails are only originally created from the original user, the 10 tails. Of course, collecting all 9 of them means you can bring back the 10 tails. That's why the Akatsuki are here trying to collect them. And Shikamaru says, they're not gonna use them? No. But they also do need an ability like the Renegon. Now, of course, Kurama has been telling him about the whole things and all that. Since he's actually cool with Kurama, both him have to go to actually destroy the Leaf Village. Now, Shikamaru did also hear the second part, destroying the Leaf Village. Shikamaru says, why do you want to destroy this Leaf Village, Naruto? Isn't that your home? Naruto says, no. Shikamaru, what you meant to say used to be my home. Used to be my home. You banished me. Of course, I'm now powerful enough to destroy the Leaf Village. Since I destroy what they call the Stone Village, turn into salt. I turned nothing but into salt ruins. I was also going to destroy the Cloud Village, but then I spared them for only one reason. They gave me a fucking map to this village. And then Shikamaru really didn't believe Naruto. Naruto sends 2 spear arrows. Not arrows. 2 spears at the 2, what's it called? Leaf ninjas that are right next to, Shikamaru. They get hit by those and turn to salt really instantly. Since it's not a small amount of salt, it's actually a large amount of salt, like a spear. So yeah. And Shikamaru was confused. He's like, what the hell did you do to them? They're salty now. I mean, they could have been salty at the beginning where they get hit by it, but yeah. And Shikamaru says, this isn't funny, Naruto. Naruto says, well, who cares if this isn't funny? I would rather see the village turn into salt. But Shikamaru, since you were sort of a friend of mine when we were younger, I must spare you and your sensei. You gotta get your sensei to medical attention. And so Shikamaru says, then what are you gonna do to the Leaf Village and the others? Well, Naruto says, how should I say? The Rookie 9 are all gonna die, except for Choji and Neji. Neji is the one who can actually change. Hinata, Kiba, what's it called? Shino's okay. He's not gonna get it. Sasuke, Sakura, Ino are all gonna die. And I'll make sure they all perish into nothing but salt pillars and statues. And also Tsunade, the elders, the how should I say, the council members of the civilian side and also the shinobi side will all die. All clan members would die. Actually, no wait. I can actually capture Hinata and get more money from the Cloud Village, since I kind of fucked up the Cloud Village. And Shikamaru says, you think I'm not going to tell the Leaf Village what you're going to do? Naruto says, Of course not, cuz be a good boy or you die. A bunch of saw arrows appeared right around what's called, how should I say? Well, not appear right around Shikamaru and his like teacher, because Naruto was like, if you try to tell them, then this salt arrow will kind of take control. Well, not take control. Take over Asuma's body and killing him slowly. Do you want to tell? Do you want to tell Tsunade? Actually, you won't be able to even get there. Naruto makes a tsunami of like salt, smashing against Shikamaru and Asuma, and blowing them away. Not even close enough to the leaf village, they just get blown away. Of course, the salt doesn't affect him to turn into salt. No, Naruto managed to do some jutsu to actually make sure to that doesn't affect him. So Naruto is now going towards the leaf village. Naruto gets to the leaf village and says, "Ah, this is the leaf village." But before even getting close to the leaf village, he heard a boom, like a shockwave, and then a bunch of air kind of pushing Naruto, sort of like keep pushing him backwards. Which Naruto was like, "What the fuck was that?" This is where the six paths of pain were actually attack. Well, actually attack. Now, I should mention, Jiraiya isn't in this whole, how should I say, in the Leaf Village, because I don't remember if I said that he actually quit also, because how they banished Naruto. So yeah. So, Naruto, he is just looking at the giant fucking crater and sees a bunch of like rubble everywhere. Now he does see the ramen place and like his daughter sort of like getting crushed under some rubble. Naruto turns the rubble into salt, and Naruto says, hello there, Tushi and Amy." And Tushi looks up and says, "Naruto, my boy," and tries to hug Naruto. And Naruto says, "Wait, don't step right there. I have an ability kind of turns anyone into salt, so I don't want you to hug me, Tuichi or Amy. I can't let you turn into salt. That means you guys are free to leave the Leaf Village. Go to the Cloud Village and say that they will be getting a present from their salt god. Their salty god." And Tucci and Amy does leave the Leaf Village, because they did thinking of leaving the Leaf Village for a while. And now they do. They just get to leave. Now, of course, Naruto is now going towards where all the Konoha ninjas will be at. But before going to there and all that, Sasuke is right now fighting against the Path of Pain, easily getting his ass beat, Kakashi and the others. Naruto finds Danzo. And before Danzo has any time to leave the Leaf Village from this math power pain or whatever, he gets shot multiple times by like saw arrows. Like his root almost tried to also stop the arrows, but of course gets shot also. And they are all just have so many arrows around them. They look like fucking porcupines. But Naruto says, "Hello there, Danzo Shimura." And Danzo looks up and says, "You're that Nine-Tails brat. You're back to destroy Konoha, aren't you?" Naruto says, "Of course I am." "You bastard banished me. Especially you. I remember everything now." And Danzo says, "Well, unlike you, I'm immortal. I can't die." Naruto says, "Even if you're immortal, you can turn into salt, dumbass." And Danzo looked around him and he can actually feel the salt. Well, not feel the salt. He can feel his body not be able to move at all. His legs are turning to salt. His arms are also. Even the freaking arm that's like, that has sent you Hashirama cells and also the Sharingan. Yeah, that's turned into salt also. Danzo says, "You can't do this. I am an elder of the village. You..." He turns to salt. Before even saying one more word, also the root armor turns to salt. Naruto goes up to Danzo and they say, "This is Sparta. Nah, I'm just kidding. He just kicks sort of Danzo down. And Naruto says, oh, now I can go for the others. Now, Naruto ignores the whole path of pain fight and all that. He goes towards where the civilians are at, getting health and all that. So, Naruto sees some of the ninjas. He easily takes them out. And then sees a bunch of civilians and all that. And Naruto says, hello there, civilians. Do you remember me? You know, the Nine-Tails Brat, the Jinchuriki, the Tail Beast, the Demon. All of them are horrified. They see Naruto. Naruto's with this crazy eye. And even the council members, except for the head, the clan heads aren't there. They are with the shinobi fight against Pain and all that. But the council members for like the civilian side are there. And even the elders. And they said, Naruto, why are you here? You should be banished. Naruto says, well, I mean, that banishment doesn't really work on a rogue ninja, could they? Who cares if I'm banished? I'm just here to turn you all into a salt. Turn you all into salt statues. Now, goodbye. Naruto, he does some hand signs to say, salt style, salt, tsunami. All of the salt just smashes into a bunch of civilians. Civilian council, the elders, and they are all turned into salt. It's just a giant pile of salt. Naruto says, well, there goes some problems. Now I can go against Tsunade. Now, Pain is right now beating the fuck out of Sasuke and the others. And of course, Tsunade is like, damn it, healing them all and all that. The Deba Path, what's called, the one who has what's called, Pain, the original, how the original Pain is talking through Yagato, not Yagato, Yahiko and all that, saying, where is the Nine-Tailed Jinchuriki? Tell us now, or be your village destroyed with you, weaklings. Tsunade saying, damn it. I should probably tell them that we don't have it. We banished him. Of course, Sasuke is saying, what do you want with that dope? He's nothing but a weakling and all that. And before Tsunade can say anything else, Tsunade gets hit by a salt spear through the heart. And everyone, like all the shinobi, shinobis that were like kind of near Tsunade, even Shizune was like, Tsunade! The Path of Pain were confused. But Naruto was like right behind all of them, flying. He's just flying, floating in like the air, saying, hello there, Tsunade! You think you can banish me and think I'm just a problem so you die because you're Ambus? Yeah, right. I won't die until I destroy this damn village. Some of the Path of Pain tries to attack Naruto, and Naruto summoned salt arrows and actually destroying all of the Path of Pain, except for the Deba Path. And the Deba Path was like, what the? How did you do that, Nine-Tailed Jinchuriki? And Naruto says, shut up, Path of Pain. Shut up, Akatsuki member, and learn your place as being one of the weakest gods out there. Now die. Naruto sends a sand wave. Well, not sand wave. A salt wave. It's sort of like the sand, sand around Naruto. Not Naruto, Gaara, but it's salt. And it just smashes into the Deba Path, smashing them into multiple walls. Now, Naruto is saying, Tsunade, can you really heal yourself from the salt virus? Tsunade say, not Naruto. Naruto says, shut up. I know you're not sorry. This is why I'm gonna destroy Konoha. I already destroyed the elders and the civilian council. So what are you gonna do now? I even destroyed Danzo Shimura, the Ru'anbu captain, right? Well, not Ru'anbu captain. Yeah, Ru'anbu captain leader and all that. Tsunade is like slowly turning to salt. Her heart is already pierced. even though the hungry healing should be able to heal and all that, healing the heart, yes, but healing the salt virus can't. So she's dying slowly. And Shizune says Naruto, and everyone says Naruto. Except for Sasuke says dope, and Naruto says, I don't like your attitude, Uchiha. Oh, I should remind you, Sasuke. I killed your brother Itachi Uchiha. I took his eyes and crushed him between my hands. Of course, Naruto's lying. Like, he just turned Itachi to salt, to a fucking salt statue. But that made Sasuke so angry. Like, he could have fucking locked his MS or EMS or even Renegon. But no, he doesn't have the Renegon. And Sasuke says, fuck you, Naruto! And Naruto just like... So, are you gonna attack me, Uchiha? Of course, Sasuke rushes at Naruto, says, Chidori! Naruto activates a salt, barrier. And when Sasuke does manage to get through and all that, but of course, Naruto catches Sasuke's arm and just crushes it. Sasuke's like, ah, you bastard. Naruto just says, so, Sasuke Uchiha, where's that amazing Uchiha power? What, can you not do anything? Also, Tai. Naruto just puts his hand right in front of Sasuke, covering Sasuke into a salt dome, and just fully turning him into a salty Sasuke. Making Sasuke fall to the ground and crack into a million pieces. Sasuke says no. Kakashi says no neither. And Naruto says, you're right. Sorry, I had a cry. And he says, you really think that would be enough, Uchiha? You're nothing but a weakling towards me. Of course, Obito Uchiha comes right behind Naruto and says, so, you're the Nine-Tails Shinshiki. I'm Toby da Toby. Or Toby da Toby. And Naruto turns around and sees the Akatsuki member, Obito Uchiha. Well, Obi. Well, not Obito. Toby. Now, Naruto gets right in front of Toby so fast. Well, even Toby realizing it. But he's right now inside Naruto's domain of salt. Of course, Obito is sort of not in Kamui right now. He doesn't think Naruto's right now gonna punch him. If he does, he goes into Kamui. But right now, he's actually inhaling the salt, Obito, without him even realizing it. Of course, he has his Sharingan activate. And, of course, with noticing Naruto, he also noticed the salt around him. And he's confused, the salt around Naruto. Then he thinks about it. Shit, this could be a problem. And uses Kamui to go away. But that doesn't really work because, of course, he gets into another position far away from Naruto. And then says, those little particles around you. What is that around you, Nine-Tails? Naruto then laughs and says, oh, you must be the leader of the Akatsuki, aren't you? The true leader. Because who else will wear a mask unless they aren't the true leader? Obito says, shit. Well, it doesn't need to matter. I don't care who you really are. Look around your body, moron. And that's what Obito does. He looks at his arm. He sort of pulls his, what's called, cloak off his arm and saw that it's turned into salt. He can't move his arm no more. And he says, ugh, what the hell is this? Naruto says, oh, don't worry. Just shake it off your arm pretty much. Really fast, Toby. And Toby says, shut the fuck up, Nine-Tails Jinchuriki. Oh, don't worry. When I take you all out and also Konoha with all this bullshit, I will be releasing all the other Jinchurikis out of that fucking wherever you're putting them in. Maybe the ghetto statue. Someone in the place might have a Renegon. Actually, they do have a Renegon, aren't they? Obito says, how do you know about that? Get the statue. And Naruto says, well, the Nine-Tails knows a lot, doesn't he? And Obito says, son of a bitch! Of course, he can't really do anything no more because he has salt around his arm, and also his legs are turning to salt slowly. But Naruto gets there pretty fast, and of course, Obito manages to calm it away. And he says, "Damn it, I can't get anywhere close to him because he will try to kill me." And of course, Kakashi says, "Whoever these people, well, I mean, I know this is Naruto, but whoever that person is, it's another Akatsuki member." And Naruto says, "Well, that reminds me, if you won't really fight me, then shoot away from me. I'll go fight you later. I'm here to destroy Konoha." Obito says, "Interesting." Well, not Obito, Toby says, "Interesting. Okay, bye-bye." Well, he couldn't wave anything and just calmly away. Naruto lands down in the ground and sees Sasuke, grabs Sasuke from the neck and starts choking her and saying, "How is that, Sasuke?" What, do you think I'm not cool enough? Sasuke's trying to punch Naruto and all that. Naruto's barely affected. The problem is Naruto has a salt barrier around him. And of course, every punch can't really do anything. Kakashi's saying, "Naruto, what are you doing?" Naruto says, "Shut up, Kakashi. Unlike you, you're nothing compared to Obito, Ren, or my father, the Yellow Flash, isn't he?" And of course, Kakashi widened his eyes, saying, "You know about Minato no my cousin, you say your father." To that, "Yes, dumbass. Who do you think I am else, dumbass?" He said, else, twice. Alright, yeah. And Kakashi says, "Let go of Sasuke at least." And Naruto says, "Sure." Falls down the ground, cracked. This is where Konoha, well, the Rookie 9 tries to attack him. Neji tries to do 64 palm. Of course, Naruto blocks the palms and says, "Neji, please, don't let me kill you. I'm just here to help you." And Neji says, "What do you mean, help me? Don't you want to kill Lady Hinata? What has she done good for you? She hasn't changed the clan, has she? Did she? Or not at all?" And Neji realizes and says, "No, she hasn't." And then Hinata says, "Don't listen to him, you fool." And of course, Neji hearing fool, he's like, "So nothing really changed. I've been controlled by Hinata." And before Hinata tries to even 264 palm strike at Naruto, Neji was the one to actually hit Hinata so fast, knocking her into multiple walls. And then Kiba says, "Neji, what are you doing?" And Neji says, "Well, Naruto, he's the one to only change me. And since he got banished, I now realize, why am I fighting against Naruto, since he's the only one who showed me the truth?" And Naruto just says, "Well, Neji, that's interesting. We can't kill Hinata right now." And Neji says, "Fine." So, before even going, Kiba tries to punch against Naruto, and then, of course, Choji blocks the punch. Ino is confused why Choji did that. Choji says, "So, Naruto, I'm sorry that you got banished. I felt very bad when you got banished." Naruto says, "Huh. So, Choji, I see you actually sided my side also." And Kiba was like, "You moron, you're not supposed to." And then Choji smacks him away. Ino is just saying, "Choji, what are you doing?" Choji saying, "Well, sticking to my best friend." And Shino saw that the Konoha was sort of losing side, so he just said, "Hello there, Naruto. I'm not here to really fight you, because my bugs can actually see the salt. And I'm not trying to die by the salt." And Naruto sees, "Yeah, you're a very smart one, Shino." Of course, the Konoha Rookie 9, except for Sasuke being dead and Sasuke also being dead, Kiba, Hinata, and even Ino are just right now fighting against the other three. And also Rock Lee and Tenten. Tenten, who didn't actually want to lose her like crush on Neji, well, sort of lost it after Neji strike against Hinata. So yeah, they are right now fighting, and this is where I'm actually gonna leave it off at a cliffhanger. Haha. That's well. Let me say that again. That is because my throat kind of hurts, and I should really drink water. So yeah, have a nice potato day, potato night, potato sleep, potato, potato. Um, I had a what if in mind, a new what if in mind, but I'm gonna do that later. But yeah, have a nice potato day, potato night, potato sleep. If I can remember the what if I wanted to do, I'll do it. If I can't, I won't.